Hi, hi. How are you doing? I hope that you are living your best life, okay, and that God is blessing you too. All right. Now, my name is Tambo Ngambi. I am an IT professional specialized in cybersecurity. However, I do I have capability to do basically most of the branches of IT. I'm also qualified in network engineering. Okay. So I understand systems and network engineering, servers, and all that stuff. Okay. Now, the reason why I've produced this video is to just shed some light over some events which have just been happening. Okay. Now, at the moment, I don't have a permanent job. All right. I'm not working permanent. So I'm looking for a permanent position. I'm looking for a permanent uh, job. Okay. So then came this organization called Crossover. Now, what I'm about to say is not because I'm against Americans. I love America and God bless America. Okay. I'm just talking about this particular one American company because there's something not right about what they are doing. And that's what I want to address now. Okay. I have a profile on LinkedIn. Anyone want to check it out? Just search for Tambo Ngambi. And at the same time, I have a YouTube channel. Okay. It's called Mindshare 911 as one word. Mindshare 911. And if you want to look at my social channel, it's called Global Fast Dancer. That's my social YouTube channel. Okay. My educational YouTube channel is Mindshare 911. Okay. Check them out. All right. And I'm also, I have an interest in, teaching. So I normally, make tutorials and, help people out. So you will find free tutorials on my YouTube channel, Mindshare 911. All right. And if you want to look at my premium tutors, then you have to go to udemy.com. All right. I have some premium tutorials in cybersecurity awareness, Excel, open source Excel, all right? Word, open source Word, okay? You can just go to udemy.com and search for Tambo and you will find all my content there. I've also got some great stuff on Google Sheets, all right? Check it out on udemy.com, all right? Now, let me get back to the topic at hand. I want to talk about crossover because I got interested in the jobs that they were posting and I decided to apply to one of the jobs. In fact, I didn't apply to one, I applied to two of the jobs. Then they stopped me and they told me that, hey, you cannot apply to two jobs. You can only apply to one job. Okay. Now, the jobs that Crossover offers are jobs that we can do. I can do that job and there's a lot of people who can do that job. All right. Now, the question that I have is that right now it's the 16th of June and the United States is facing unemployment, a high unemployment rate. All right, now one would expect American companies to concentrate on employing Americans. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a lot of unemployment due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic. Okay. Now, Crossover has been advertising jobs to us Zambians. Okay. Let me just show you from my LinkedIn profile. Okay. Now, this is my LinkedIn profile. Okay. And you can see, like, for example, let me go to jobs. Okay. Okay, here are jobs. I'm going to look for crossover. In fact, it is already in the search. Here it is. Okay. These are the jobs that Crossover has been advertising. Look at the entry-level positions. Support specialists, they're offering $30,000 a year, okay, in United States dollars, okay? And besides, when you look at the profile for Crossover, it shows that it's crossover for work in Lusaka, Zambia, meaning that it appears like they are based in Lusaka, Zambia, and they are looking for people to employ in Lusaka, Zambia. But what I did not know is that these guys are not even based in Lusaka, Zambia. They don't have any branch in Lusaka, Zambia. They are doing all this from the United States. Okay? Now, Crossover is supposed to be a very legitimate organization, right? As you can see here, this job had 201 applicants, okay, which is pretty good, okay? If you look at the size of Crossover, they've got about between 1,000 and 5,000 employees, meaning it is a big company, okay? Look at the type of jobs that they're offering. They're offering positions to work remotely, like technical support engineer, $60,000 a year. You see, team leader, okay, team lead, $100,000 a year, okay, technical director, $400,000 a year, okay. Now you can see that, well, this company has something, okay. This company has something interesting. All right, the jobs are too good for anyone to look away. I mean, they're looking for a principal engineer and they're offering $800,000 a year. That is almost $1 million a year. I mean, a company advertising this to a Zambian, what is he going to do? He's going to take a chance. He's going to try and apply. Okay? Look at all the jobs that Crossover is offering. The salaries are very good. And this kind of raised my eyebrows. And I was like, are you sure this company is in Zambia and is offering a position to somebody to work as a principal engineer and they'll be paid more than $250,000 a year? That's almost $1 million a year. It kind of raised my eyebrows. But I said, well, let me find something that I can fit in easily. All right. So I applied to 2 positions, but they stopped me. Okay. And they were like, you cannot apply to 2 positions because you're only allowed to apply to 1. Those are the rules. So I said, no problem. Okay. I applied on, let me just show you from my email box. Okay. I applied to Crossover on the 5th of June. Okay. And I never followed up the application. So I kept receiving a lot of notifications from them saying I should follow up the application and I should do an aptitude test. Okay. So I said, no problem. I will do the aptitude test. I have no problem with that. Okay. So I went ahead and I did the aptitude test on the 13th of June. Okay. As you can see. But to my surprise, there were no questions regarding the job itself. Okay. Whatever was asked as qualifications for that job, I had above. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, how come I'm not being asked anything about what I know? I'm not being asked any questions about what the job is going to be about, or they're not measuring my competence. Instead, they just give me an exam. And that exam, when you analyze it, it's a 7th grade exam. All right. Now that 7th grade exam, okay, had 50 questions, which had to be answered in 15 minutes. Okay. Now I was like, 50 questions to be answered in 15 minutes? No sweat. I'll go for it. But what I discovered is there were more image questions. They're just images, which you have to figure out patterns. And I was like, this looks like this is an IQ test. This is an IQ exam. Because no matter how intelligent you are, you can't finish that exam. You see what I'm saying? And after finishing, after you do as much as you can, they just tell you, we're not interested in you. You haven't passed this exam. And I was like, first of all, you said this exam cannot be completed. No one is expected to pass the exam. You're allowed to guess. But you know what? You don't guess your way to pass. You understand? You pass because you understand, you know what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? So they failed me that exam. So I said, okay, no problem. Since I have not passed this exam, I've failed this exam, let me put it to the other LinkedIn users, all right? And just find out whether this crossover company is really a scam or not, okay? And that's exactly what I did, okay? What I did was I asked, okay, look, let me show you. I went ahead and I'm going to show you. Let me view my posts. I'm always posting on LinkedIn, by the way. All right. I have a course, like I said before, in cybersecurity awareness. And if you're someone who wants to be more cybersecurity aware and you are a non-IT professional, okay? Or is it non? If you're a non-IT professional, this course is for you, okay? If you know nothing about IT, this course is for you, and it's right on udemy.com. Go for it. Go and do it. It will help you, okay? Now, normally when I make a post, within 24 hours, my post does not go to 400 views. Can you see that? Okay, let me just magnify my screen, okay? There you are. Can you see? Can you see that? Can you see that? Huh? 401 views. In what space of time? 1 day. Now, that shows something. And what I said was, has anyone done a job aptitude test with crossover? I think crossover is a scam because their salaries offered are so good. But they do not ask any questions about job competence. They just give you a 7th grade test or 50 questions to do in 15 minutes. They are a scam? I was asking because I didn't know. I wanted other people to share their experiences, with me. You see? Now, what surprised me is that no one has said anything positive about crossover. Everyone just say negative things. Now, this is 401 views in 24 hours. You know what I mean? What that means is a lot of people are disappointed with crossover. Now, a lot of people who have done that aptitude test are very intelligent. Information technology attracts some of the most brilliant minds in any country in the world. You gotta know that. Meaning that crossover has failed every single Zambian. Now, if a company comes to Zambia advertising jobs, yet they just want to fail everyone and say there is no job, then do they really have that job? And the answer is, I don't know. But maybe they don't even have the job. You see what I'm saying? So I said, okay, let me do some research on these crossover people and just find out a little bit more about them. So I went back to jobs, okay, as you can see on the screen. And I went and I typed city, okay, I typed Nigeria, all right? I typed Nigeria because I simply wanted to know if crossover really is doing what it says it does. It says it employs people from all over the world. It takes the best talents, okay? So if it really takes the best talent and their interest is to take from Africa, then they should really be advertising the whole Africa, right? They can't just target Zambia unless there's something specifically they want from Zambia, okay? All right, now I look for the company and I type crossover, okay? Crossover for work. You can see crossover for work, information technology, okay? And then I searched it, all right? And I found that the jobs which they were advertising to Zambians were not being advertised to Nigerians. You understand? Now, when you look at information technology, Nigeria is a bigger country in information technology than Zambia. Then why exactly did they come to Zambia? Because they are not advertising these jobs to Nigerians. There is just one job here, software developer, 30,000, of which 697 views occurred, and there are 200 applicants. Does Nigeria have confidence in crossover? You get what I'm saying? Those are the questions I started asking myself because I looked and it's like these jobs just recently got posted. Okay, they are saying 1 day ago, 1 day ago. You know what I'm saying? But the jobs which are being advertised to Zambians are not being advertised to Nigerians. Then where is the logic that crossover is looking for the best talent from all over the world? You see what I'm saying? The logic is not there. Meaning crossover is doing something else at the back of our minds that we can see. You see what I'm saying? Because look, I go back to my posts that I made. Okay? If I go back to my post that I made, okay, on my post, I have 401 views. All right? As you can see, I have 401 views. Maybe let me magnify it some more. You see? I have 401 views. And all of them are disappointed with crossover. Meaning, the intention of crossover wasn't to come to Zambia to employ people. No, they must have some other agenda. Now, be informed that there is what is known as the data protection regulations. Okay? And if a country does not have very strong data protection regulations, it means that an international organization can come into your country. They could come through, the internet, like the way crossover has come to Zambia, through the internet, okay, and pretend to be in Zambia, like the way they've pretended, and they'll take data from Zambians. Because to me, this is what crossover has done. It has basically come to Zambia to come and take our data. The moment you do an IQ test, they've gathered data about you. And besides, crossover was very serious that you needed to paste your LinkedIn profile URL into that examining platform. Meaning that they have evidence that this data is not falsified. It's real data. The question is, what do they want to do with it? Okay? They can sell it. They can take it anywhere they want. We can't do anything to them. Unless, for example, you are a citizen of the European Union. They've got what they call the General Data Protection Regulation, which actually stops anyone on planet Earth to take data from any European Union national and use it for any purpose other than the intended purpose of why they collected the data. But we don't have such strict laws here in Zambia. So crossover must have done its homework and said, okay, let's go to Zambia and let's just offer them very, very high paying jobs and we will collect data from them because those jobs don't even exist. Now, crossover is supposed to be a genuine company, right? And if really it's a genuine company, then at least one person here among these 401 views is supposed to have said something positive about them to show their genuineness, but no one. And besides, it took 1 day, 24 hours for me to reach 400 views. I don't normally reach that kind of views. You know what I'm saying? Look, I have 144 followers, all right? So I can't just reach these views just suddenly, unless there was some sharing happening, all right? Look at my previous post, all right? I got 33 views. I know there are some posts that I've done and I've got like 200 views and so, but it took some time. This is 24 hours, come on. And I've reached 400 views in 24 hours, meaning that people are concerned. What is crossover doing? Who is crossover? The information that they're gathering, what do they want to do with it? We don't know. You know what? IQ test results can be sold for big money. Especially if someone wants to know, like, okay, what's the average IQ of the most brilliant minds in Zambia? IT professionals can give you the average IQ of highly intelligent people. You see what I'm saying? And the IQs of the IT professionals are basically the best IQs you can get in a country, in any country in the world. You see what I'm saying? I know other professionals do have very intelligent people, but IT professionals, they're mainly geniuses. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm in hot pursuit for a permanent job, and I'm trying my best on LinkedIn, in Zambian, using Zambian media and whatever. But you know what Crossover is doing? It's a scam. It's kind of like they are gathering our information for some other purpose. They are gathering our data for some other purpose. There's nothing we can do about it. We don't have the GDRP regulation here in place in Zambia. No, we don't. So we can't fight them. You know? Nobody has said Crossover is good. I made it. I've been given the job, or I'm in the process of being given to a job. No one has said that. No one has said they are in the process of being given a job by Crossover. Everyone is disappointed. So who is Crossover? You see what I mean? Now, I did some research a little bit about who Crossover is. Okay? I Googled them, in fact. As you can see from the screen. Oh, I've lost internet. I've lost my internet connection. Okay? I would have loved you to see my Google results. There are genuine companies that exist. But it's just their practices, what they are doing in Zambia is not genuine. Okay? So that's what I had to say about my job application with Crossover. I'm really disappointed, and I see a lot of Zambians are disappointed. There is nothing we can do about this. I just hope Crossover didn't come to interview Zambians, to just gather data from them and go and sell it somewhere else. Because this data of IQ tests is very expensive data. Every company wants it, especially international companies who want to hire people from all over the world. They want to know these tests. It will help them make decisions when hiring people. So, did Crossover just invade us? Okay? To just do some research to use us as guinea pigs? Crossover? Are you using Zambians as guinea pigs to determine the IQ of black people? Maybe that's what you're doing. We don't know. You see what I'm saying? But to be honest, I feel used. I feel used because I was not asked any job competence questions. I was just given IQ tests. I feel used, man. I don't know what you other Zambians think, you know? Just tell me what you think, okay? Just tell me. I want to know. If there's anyone from Crossover who ever watched this video, can you explain to Zambians who have applied for jobs from you and why every one of us have failed? You know what? We have passed difficult exams, Cisco certification exams, we have passed. Microsoft certification exams, we have passed. University degree exams, we have passed. So what is so difficult about Crossover? You see what I'm saying? The most brilliant minds in Zambia are asking, why Crossover? Why are you failing everyone? Is that just a game plan that you had? You just wanted to gather our data and go and sell it somewhere else. Or probably you're being used by someone. We don't know who. Like I said before, I have nothing but love for the United States of America. Crossover is an American company and what it's doing is not right. Okay? God bless America. I love America. Because America has always been there for me. Okay? And God bless Zambia. I love Zambia. Zambia has always been there for me. Okay? I'm not a politician. I don't get in politics. I'm a professional. I'm a cybersecurity professional. I'm an IT professional. Even when there's no work, it doesn't mean I have stopped working. You see what I'm saying? I still sit down and do my own research. Learn about things. You see what I'm saying? Like now, I'm trying to help you. Help everybody. Help myself. Okay? So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mindshare911. Okay? Or if you are watching this video from my social channel, Global Fast Dancer, subscribe. and hit the bell notification so that each time I upload a new video, you get informed. Okay? I'm done and I'm out of here. Have a good day. It is cold today in Zambia. Okay, gotta go. Ciao.
No